Everybody, I'm Mary Jane Bruce, and I live in Bellevue, Florida, USA. This is my map, and today I want to talk to you about the importance of education. Do you know if I hadn't gone to school, I wouldn't have known how to read a map. I wouldn't have known how to spell my name. All kinds of things I wouldn't have learned if I hadn't gone to school. So today I want to talk to you about how important it is to get your key. Your key to education. I have my key. My daughter bought me a keychain and it's the shape of Africa. It has my initial M for Mary Jane. And I have attached my key. It's important to have a key to education. Do you know that when you have a key, it unlocks doors, it unlocks possibilities all over the world. English is the universal language. So if you don't know the English language yet, I suggest you get started. A good way to do that is be prepared when you come to school. Have your writing materials ready and available to take notes, to follow what teacher has to say. Do you have any questions? Well, raise your hand. I asked lots of questions. Do you know what? I have a map of Africa and I have adopted children all over Africa. So I want to learn about Africa. So I know you are in Nigeria and I have some in Nairobi, Kenya. I have some in South Africa. I have some in Liberia and Ghana. So I'm learning about each one of these countries. I'm learning about their different languages and just the food they like, how they live. But if I hadn't learned to read at school, I wouldn't be able to read this map. I wouldn't be able to find out where Munda is in Nairobi. Well, I want you to guess, what is wrong with this guy here? Can you tell me? Well, how about this? His key is missing. He doesn't have the full key. He missed too much school. It's important that you go to school every day and that you use your ears, you use your eyes to be able to listen and to hear, and you use your mouth to participate when teacher asks you a question. We all have lots of questions, and sometimes the teacher asks us the question, so we better be listening so that we know the answer to the question. Okay, so you got to learn how to spell when you go to school. This is how you spell key in English. K-E-Y. I wouldn't have known that if I hadn't have gone to school. There's so many things that you learn at school. You know, we need to be able to measure things. If you are a seamstress, you need to be able to measure, you call it a tailor there, then you need to be able to measure the material to see how big to make it. If you're an engineer or just want to learn how to add up numbers, then you need a calculator. So you go to school to learn how to use a calculator. Well, it's a lot of hard work, but if you put your mind to it, you can do it. And do you know what? I'm always on the lookout for opportunities to learn. I love learning about Africa. So another thing when you go to school, you need to pay attention when the teacher tells you about how to count. I learned math in school. 5 plus 5. Do you know what that is? I wouldn't have known if I hadn't gone to school. 5 plus 5 is 10. Okay, so if you have 10 apples and somebody asks you for one and you give them to 6 people, then you gave away 6 apples. 10 minus 6, what is it? You got it, it's 4. How would I have known that? I wouldn't have known that if I hadn't gone to school. It's important that we go to school. Education is very important. I hope you'll take your education seriously. And when you get to school, do all you can to learn, to be attentive to the teacher. You can have fun learning. I have fun learning. I asked lots of questions. I hope to talk to you again soon. Have a good day. Oh, and by the way, this is I love you in sign language. My aunt is a sign language interpreter. And so I learned to say I love you. So when you see somebody that their ears aren't working right, they can't hear you, then you can say, I love you in sign language. So I hope you learned a lot today. And one more thing, it's always good to smile. The smile is the best thing you can ever put on every day. Have a good day. Bye-bye.